Hello, and welcome to your Yoga Nidra for sleep meditation practice. We are going to start today by gently, or tonight, depends when you're doing this, by finding a spot to lie down, or if you want to, you can be seated. But you want to get yourself lying down on your back, so hopefully this is going to be in a bed, or you could use this meditation at any time of the day really, but I'm going to create the focus more around getting your body and psyche and your nervous system prepared for sleep. So if you're lying in bed, you want to have your feet a little bit more than hip width apart and allow your feet to gently roll and splay out to the side, and placing your arms about 45 degrees away from your hips, from your body. So try and make sure that your upper arms, your forearms aren't in contact with your body, so you're not really closed and tightened up through the sides of your body. And gently tuck your neck, so tuck your chin towards your throat. Not too tight, but just enough to create space and a sense of elongation through the back of your neck. So just move your head around a little bit so you'll feel like your neck is just gently kind of resting. There's a softness and fluidity through the back of your neck. And your chin is tucked just enough so that you're not kind of pinching through the base of your skull towards your neck. So there's just this openness. And if you're seated for this practice, a similar kind of approach in the way you're seated. Hopefully you have a headrest, but just gently letting your feet rest on a surface, provided they're touching the surface, and letting your hands rest somewhere comfortably, usually face down, but you can have them up if you like as well, so your palms facing up. And just find a relaxed position. So back to if you're lying down, just going to get you to gently wriggle your hips or glide them left to right, so lifting your left hip up and then lifting your right hip up, and when you lift your right hip up, you're lowering your left hip, so you're just kind of moving your hips up and down just to kind of open up here and create some gentleness through your hips so you can kind of relax them into your surface. And just with your feet, just gently rolling your feet left to right, so kind of you're rolling through your ankles and just you're opening through your legs and your hips a little bit, creating space through your hips by rolling your feet left to right, so in and out, moving your hips in and out. And then through your feet and your ankles, just gently creating circles, so rolling your feet outwards in circles. And we're just going to do this for a little bit. And then rolling your feet inwards, so you're rolling your ankles inwards, so back in the other direction. And then just softening there, just continuing those circles and just letting your feet relax and just wriggle through your toes a little bit. Relax your toes. Now bring your attention into your hands. Really relax your hands. So soften through the center of the palm of your hands. And wriggle your fingers around a little bit, maybe clenching and expanding your fingers. So opening your hands up and then making a slight clench, and just to kind of move some energy around in your hands, allowing them to relax after tightening. And then from here, relax your fingers and creating circles through your wrists, similar to what we did with the ankles. So outwards, creating circles outwards. And breathing as you're doing this. And when you're ready, making circles inwards, both wrists. Relaxing and breathing here. Okay, and from here, relaxing your hands, relax your fingers, and just letting your hands and your fingers rest gently into your surface you're lying on, or if you're seated, on your legs or some other surface. And gently bring your attention into your neck with your head and just turning your head left to right. And breathing as you're doing this, gently turning your head left to right, just opening up through your neck, breathing into your belly. You want that kind of movement to feel good. So kind of almost gently massaging through your neck as you're twisting left to right. And gently come back to center. And if you want, you can just lift up through your chin and open up through the front of your throat. Deep breath, and then gently tuck your chin towards your neck. A little bit tighter than I suggested in getting your neck prepared for lying down. But then coming back to a neutral position. So maybe do this 1 or 2 more times, breathing as you do just to open things up. And then gently tuck through your chin. 1 more time, breathing in, open up. And breathe out, tucking through your chin. And coming back to center, maybe just gently move your neck around just to find that neutral position, that elongation through the back of your neck again, so you're not tightening through the back of your skull and your brainstem, the back of your neck, the top part of your neck. And just relaxing here. And before we go into the Yoga Nidra practice, I'm just going to get you to place your hands for a moment. I know I told you to rest them outwards, but we'll go back to that. Just placing your hands, both hands, over your belly at your diaphragm, so just below your rib cage. Both hands, one hand on top of the other. It doesn't matter whichever feels most natural to you. I just want you to breathe into your belly, but you're really breathing into your hands, so you can really get a sensation for the movement against your hands and focusing your breath into your hands. So just taking a few breaths here, in and out through your nose. You can breathe out through your mouth if you'd like. And if you can't breathe in and out through your nose, obviously breathe in and out through your mouth. So 2 more breaths into your hands. And again. And now gently relaxing your hands back down by your sides, but keeping about 45 degrees away from your body with your arms. So there's space between your arms and your body with your palms facing up, the backs of your hands resting on your bed or whatever surface you're lying on. And again, if you're seated, just resting comfortably. Okay, now before we get into the practice, we're going to do another gentle movement through our jaw. So just really moving your jaw around just to open things up. So kind of make circles with your bottom jaw, like, making strange faces with your mouth. Like you're really trying to, you can open your mouth, like you're really trying to stretch your mouth out. And just kind of trying to relax and massage and move around your jaw a little bit. And then just relax that. Okay, we're going to move into the guided Yoga Nidra part of the practice. And so this part of the practice, we want to keep our bodies as still as possible, really. So completely still. And if you absolutely have to move, you can scratch an itch or whatever you need to do. But try to avoid acting on that impulse, because it's really about bringing that focus internally and how our nervous system and our body responds through deep relaxation by staying still. So you're really using your mind, the conscious, it's like a conscious sleep. So you're allowing your body to go into a really deep rested state, or it's like a beginning of a sleep state while your mind is still consciously awake, because your mind is following my verbal prompts. And then obviously after we finish the practice, you can use that state of relaxation to assist in going to sleep. Okay, so beginning this Yoga Nidra practice, you're lying down on your back, or you're seated and you're resting comfortably. And you're bringing your attention to your breathing. So ideally, breathing in and out through your nose. But if it's more comfortable for you, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And if you need to, so you can breathe properly, you can gently breathe in and out through your mouth. But it's going to be more restful if you can find a way to breathe in and out through your nose. Just breathing here, bringing your attention to letting your breath come into your belly area and through your rib cage. Couple of breaths, just noticing your breathing. You're aware as well of your body resting on the surface you're lying on. Just noticing that sensation, the weight of your body. Still breathing into your belly, allowing your rib cage to expand as you breathe. And just with the feeling of the sensation of your body lying on whatever surface you're lying on, just notice if you feel you're kind of holding yourself up or propping yourself up on that surface a little bit, like through your muscles, whether you're kind of pinching or holding yourself in place. And if you notice that, see if you can relax those areas. See if you can just consciously through your mind relax those muscles or intend to direct those muscles to soften. So you're relaxing through your back, your middle back area, your lower back. And when I say relaxing, that might be a felt sense, or it could just bringing your mental attention to those areas, which tends to instigate the muscles to relax as well. And relaxing through your hips, noticing your buttocks muscles, letting your buttocks muscles soften, allowing your hips to feel heavy, allowing a sense of openness and space through your hips. So it's just allowing them to kind of feel open. I don't know, that's the best way to describe it, but more a heaviness through the bones of your hips, which allows the muscles to relax and open up. It's just a sense, really, instead of like a closing or a gripping. And remembering your breath, breathing into your belly still. And bringing your attention down through the backs of your legs, the backs of your knees, and the backs of your calves. Bringing your attention into your Achilles, your ankles, heels of your feet, and down through the soles of your feet to the balls of your feet. And feeling into bringing your attention to your toes, all of your toes, your big toes, second toes, third, fourth, and your little toes. See if you can feel the tips of all of your toes just through an awareness, really. And bring your attention to the tops of your feet, the tops of your shins, the tops of your knees, and the tops of your thighs. Bringing your attention to the tops of your hips. And while you're doing this, you're just allowing yourself to continue with that natural breath. So don't try too hard to breathe into your belly right now. Just let your breath do what it wants to do naturally. So most of your focus is going to be on the body parts I'm directing you to. but you're aware and allowing your breathing to naturally still come in and out and occur, obviously, but just notice it's more about not holding your breath really. So bring your attention back to your hips and to your pelvis area and to your lower belly area, your belly button, your diaphragm, upper belly area, and your stomach muscles. And see if you can relax through your stomach muscles, through your tummy area. Noticing your relaxed breathing naturally happening as you're doing this. And bring your attention now to the top of your rib cage, through your upper chest, any muscle or breast tissue. And bring your attention to your collarbones, your shoulders, and down through your upper arms, down through your elbows, your forearms, and your wrists, and through your hands, feeling the palms of your hands, the backs of your hands, through all of your fingers, your thumbs, down through your knuckles, down through the tips of your fingers. And then bringing that focus and attention to the backs of your arms, so the backs of your forearms, the backs of your upper arms, and then bring that up into your shoulder blades, your upper back, the middle of your chest, and your upper back area, and just to the middle of your back again. Breathing here, taking a couple of breaths here. You're still breathing this whole time, but just slightly more conscious breaths. Letting your breath flow a little bit deeper if you can. So this is where I would allow or suggest just letting your breath flow a little bit deeper into your belly area. And now letting your attention rise right up through the middle of your back, through your spine, up through the back of your neck, the base of your skull, the back of your skull, the crown of your head, the sides of your head, and your forehead. Just allowing the skin over your head to soften and relax. So any pinching, any holding, any sensation of gripping, relax that just through your mental awareness. And maybe you have a felt sense of how to do that as well, but nothing major, just an awareness. And bring your attention to your eyebrows, softening through your eyebrows, your eyelids, under eyelids, so the bottom of your eyelids, the bottom lids, shall we call it, and relaxing through your eyes. So imagine you can feel behind your eyes, or maybe you can, and relax through your eyes, any muscles around there softening there. Noticing your temples, the sides of your face, your cheekbones, the sides of your jaw, right down to your chin, and in and around your ears, feeling your ears and behind your ears, and right on the insides of your ears. Just bring your attention to that spot. And then bring your attention to the front of your neck and your throat. And then bring it back up to your chin. And to your top lip, your bottom lip. And soften in and around your nose, from the top of your nose, right at the bridge, right down to the tips of your nose and both nostrils, just relaxing there. Softening through your whole face, whole front of your face. And bring your awareness to your gums in your mouth, your teeth, just through a mental focus and maybe a felt sense. And feeling into your tongue area. See if you can relax the muscle that is your tongue from the base to the tip. Just soften inside of your mouth. Remembering your breath. Just noticing how your breath is currently flowing at the moment. Just taking a few conscious breaths, so you're just letting your focus shift towards your breathing for a few moments. Just a couple of breaths of shifting that focus. Okay. And from here, just bringing your attention down through your neck again, through the middle of your chest, and bringing your attention down your spine. So as you're going through your chest, you're feeling through your spine as well. Down through the middle of your back and belly area, bringing your attention down your spine in that area. And your lower back and belly, right down to your coccyx and your hips. Feeling your hips, feeling the weight of your hips. And feeling your legs, feeling the weight of your legs. Let your legs feel heavy. Imagine for a moment that your legs, kind of like lead, sandbags, bricks, something heavy that you can really release because it's too heavy to hold. And you're letting them be heavy on the bed or wherever you're resting. And breathing here, consciously breathing into that sensation. And then just relax that awareness from your legs and that heaviness. Let them just be neutral. And bring that same sensation into your arms. So letting your arms be heavy. Let them rest deep into where you're resting, what surface you're resting on. And let them feel heavy, weighted. That same kind of feeling of sandbags, or just something that really wants to pull down into the ground. Feel that heaviness through your arms and your hands. Breathing, noticing your breathing while you're feeling that sensation. And then relax that awareness. So letting your arms feel natural, neutral again. They're not feeling too heavy, but you're allowing them to rest into the surface you're lying on. And bring your attention down into your chest again, right in the center of your chest. Just feeling right into the center of your chest, that kind of heart area, that deeper inner heart. And just notice how you might be feeling in there at the moment. Not trying to name those feelings necessarily, just see if there's any feeling sensation, emotional sensation, and just notice, be with it. Feel it if you want, meaning let an emotive experience happen if you want. And then bring that feeling and awareness into your belly area. Same feeling, same kind of intention there. Although the types of emotions and how they sit in our body can kind of sometimes feel different, obviously. It'll feel a little different in the heart than it will in the belly. Or maybe not. Maybe that's just me and my experience. So feeling into your belly area, just feeling how that feels. And it could feel like nothing. It could feel numb. It could feel neutral. It could feel just like a tummy. Or you could have some swirling feelings or some butterflies or maybe even some stress, unfortunately. Or just, sometimes we just hold a lot of things in our tummy. And then just lower that sensation into your hips. Letting your head feel heavy here. Anything you feel like you might be holding on to that's a bit heavy or undesirable, that you just don't want to hold, just through an idea or a feeling. Just see if you can let that just release, just let go. Especially if you're going to go to sleep after this, just releasing that for now, giving it to your subconscious, or knowing that your body and your mind will attend to it again in the morning if it needs to, or when you finish the practice. But just any tension, unnecessary tension, or feelings of stress, or unnecessary holding of anything that you don't feel you need, just see if you can let it go. And if you don't want to let anything go, that's also fine. You can hold on to it as much as you like, and that's also a perfectly valid choice. Really, you don't have to let anything go at all. You can be perfectly happy with what's going on there and just let it be there. So I'm just going to take a couple more breaths here. Just feeling into your spine. Let your spine feel heavy. Relax your eyes. And just know that you are perfectly good, perfectly whole, and perfectly complete as you are, and worthy and deserving and good enough. And your life matters. So whether you are going out into the world or going to sleep, just rest in the knowing of how precious and special and beautiful and worthwhile and loving and lovable that you are, and your goodness. I hope you have a beautiful rest, a beautiful sleep, a beautiful rest of your day, and I wish you so very well.